Hello, this is Essie, the homeless woman. Today is Thursday. It's 12:30 a.m. I plan on working today. So what's been going on with me is I've been very busy. Um, I uploaded the results of the complaint that I filed with the Merida Police Department on the sergeant that got an attitude with me, got disrespectful on the phone, and he hung up in my face. So I went to the police department, got a complaint, and I filled it out against him because he know that I'm a black woman. He know that I'm homeless, and of course I could tell by the way he was talking to me that he's one of the ones that don't like me. So if I had been anybody else, let's say the mayor, the governor, if I had been the governor or the mayor, you think he would have talked to me like that? If I had called him to ask him, maybe why is my daughter being pulled over all the time? Or why are you guys always asking my daughter for her ID? Because that was my reason for calling. I was sick and tired of them asking me for my ID. You've been running it for over 12 years. It has not came back with anything. So why are you continuing to ask me for it? So that's what I wanted that day. I was tired, I was fed up, and I wanted it to stop. And so when I asked him, he said, that's what we do. We rerun ID all day. That's what we do. Like, what's wrong with me? Like, why I can't understand that? Because that's basically what he said. Like, I don't know why you can't understand, you know. So I'm like, well, I've been here for over 12 years. You've been running for over 12 years. Like, why you keep doing that? He did get an attitude with me. I cannot remember what one of the smart things he said to me. But I know one thing he said to me is, why are you here? If you don't like it, why are you here? That's what he said. So that really pissed me off. But I continued to ask him, and he didn't like it. And he eventually just hung up in my face. So I was so angry. I mean, angry. I got dressed. Was I dressed? I don't think I was. Yeah, I was in my car still. Anyway, I hurried up and got ready. Got in my van. I drove straight to the police department. Got the complaint form. Sat in the parking lot and filled it out. And I called the lieutenant, I believe, and went off. He didn't do anything to me, but I was just so angry at that sergeant that I just went off on the message. And I had emailed several people, and the chief was one of the people in the mayor. But and of course, you guys know that I went to the city hall meeting, which I think was like a week later, and I talked at the city hall meeting, which is on this channel. I recorded it. So this is the result from the letters that I got, that I uploaded, the 2 letters that I uploaded on my channel. It's in the community section. But I talked to the lieutenant before they did the investigation. Now the lieutenant agreed with me that he could have been nicer. He agreed with me. But yet the lieutenant investigated and found nothing wrong. Found that he did nothing wrong after he told me that he could have been nicer to me on the phone. So Of course, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised by the results. Um, that he didn't see anything wrong with what he did, because all they do is defend each other. You know what I'm saying? That's all they do. So, but it got me to wondering, because I have filed several complaints in the past, and I never got letters like these. Never. I have talked to someone after I filed the complaint, so that has happened, but I never got nothing in the mail. Nothing never came to me. So I wonder, was it really filed? Was my complaint, all my other complaints, really filed? But it's okay, because I'm going to win. I'm going to win, because Yahweh is on my side. But I noticed that, like I said, after I got these results back, I feel like they've been watching me more lately. I don't know if it's the results, me getting that back, or is it something else. Also, I've been feeling like there was a couple of new people that came into my life, and maybe they're with them, or maybe one of them is with them. I do believe that they can have someone to approach you to be friends or whatever, to find out information about you and take it back to them. So I'm like leery of anybody new that comes into my life. I know I'm not doing anything that's illegal, but I don't know. The police is known for setting people up. The police is known for having people to bear false witness. And I'm aware of that. So it's not about, oh, I'm doing something wrong or I don't want to get caught. I know what the police can do. And I'm sure a lot of black people know what the police can do. I noticed these, since I've been making these videos about the police and stuff, I get some comments sometimes, and some of them probably are police officers. Well, you must be doing something wrong, or you must be scared to get caught, or you paranoid and all this stuff. How can you tell somebody what's going on in their life? Like, if I was watching someone on YouTube and they said that the police was doing all the things that I say the police is doing, why would I not believe them? Why would I assume that they're lying? Why would I assume that they're crazy and they're paranoid when I know what the police can do? I watch a lot of YouTube channels. I watch the civil rights lawyer. I like him. He might be my favorite, the civil rights lawyer. And the reason why I like him is because I actually see his face. He's talking. He's at a desk. And he talks about, he shows video and stuff of what the police do to us citizens all the time. And it's not even all black people. It's Caucasian people too. And Mexicans too. Everybody. So he shows that, and he fights for some people that live in his state. He fights for the people that live in his state. And he can refer you to people that are out of the state, to a lawyer that if you don't live in his state, he can refer you to another lawyer probably in your state. But his channel is called the Civil Rights Lawyer. Yeah. And there's another one I like to watch called Here's the Deal. Audit the Audit. And then Audit Archives. But I watch a lot of videos with, they call themselves auditors. Yeah. So they're auditing the police, you know, recording them, making sure they're not violating citizens' rights and stuff like that. And so I see things all the time. I see the things that the police do all the time to citizens, lying on them and asking them for their ID when this is not a stop and go state. California is not a stop. I said stop and go. California is not a stop and ID state. So somebody left a message, a comment, and he said he's a 60-year-old black man, and he was standing in front of a store talking to someone else, another black man, and it was early in the morning, and they were talking. I think they was drinking coffee, having a good time, you know, conversating. He said that, I believe he said it was a deputy, sheriff deputy, just pulled up on them, asked them for their ID and he said it was for parole and probation. And so this man, 60 years old, had to pull out his ID to give it to this deputy, and he did nothing wrong. He was there in the morning talking to a friend, and he said that the deputy couldn't even look at him. He wouldn't even look at him in the eyes. So this is against the law, to go up to someone and just give me your ID. You think that if those was two Caucasian men standing there, that he would have done that? No, he wouldn't have. California is not a stop and ID state. He could have refused him. And if he wanted to make a big deal about it, you know, because they lie so much on you, you know, even with their body cam recording, they still lie on you. But if I was that man, I would go and file a complaint on that deputy, because that was totally against the law. I see that it is important for us to know our rights, because this is how the police get over on us, by us not knowing our rights. Like all these times the police been asking me for my ID. I remember one time I was in Starbucks. Sitting at the table. It was nighttime. This police, Marietta PD, came inside Starbucks, looked around. He asked me, "Is that your car out there?" He said the color and everything. I said, "Yeah." He said, "Can I see your ID?" And so I gave him my ID. He ran my ID right there inside Starbucks. And it was a good thing that I think I was the only one in there. Yeah, I was the only one in there. But there were the employees, which they saw it. And there was a man outside sitting in his car in front of Starbucks, which he saw it too. But to have a police come inside Starbucks and ask you for your ID so he can run your ID, I guess to see if you're a criminal. So to the police, homeless equals criminal. It does. It has always, ever since I've been homeless, the police has shown me that in their mind, homeless equals criminal. Because that's how they have treated me the whole time I have been homeless. I was not treated like this before I was homeless. Even though 7 years, you have not seen me doing anything that I can go to jail for. Anything that I could be arrested for. They haven't seen me do anything like that. But still, over 7 years, I'm still being watched. And sometimes I get a call. If I'm in my car too long, I think around maybe 3 or 2 something, I get a call from the area code that the city that I live in. And I'm like, one time I answered the phone and they just hung up. I think it's them calling to wake me up. Get up. We got people watching you. That they're paying, and I'm just in my car and they can't see anything, you know. So the whole day is going by. Or I don't know what time they have their people to come on and start watching me. But it's this little gnat getting on my nerves. Yeah, but I got something else planned, and I don't want to say what I'm going to do until after I do it, and then I will let you guys know. But this is not the last step I'm going to take with them, because when you have a whole police department plotting against you because they want revenge, then you have to do what you have. Like, I have to do what I have to do to protect myself, get evidence, get file complaints showing that this is harassment that's been going on and why did harassment started. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to do, and I'll keep you guys posted on my next move after I make it. Because I really think that they are watching my channel now. I really do. It's been some weird things happening. I haven't been telling you guys everything, but there's times where I'm sitting in my car in the shopping center, and this is a big shopping center that I sleep in. And so I will have someone that will come into the shopping center, and they will come and park like a couple of spaces over from me. And I wondered to myself, the whole big shopping center, and this is where you choose to park? So that's very suspicious to me. Then I had one man, it was the same man 2 times. This was when my van got hit, and I had a rent-a-car. It was 3 in the morning. I remember the time because I just finished talking to the cashier in the gas station. She closed at 3 to do the receipts. So I had some food. I think I had heated up in the microwave or something. So when I left from talking to her, I drove over to my other car, and near my other car, and I think I was doing something on YouTube, getting ready to watch YouTube while I eat. And I see this car come in the shopping center. It comes along the road, and and I'm watching it, because it's like it has somewhere it's going, because it was not driving slow, like looking. It was at a good pace, and it was like it was going somewhere. It knew where it was going. And so it and he comes behind me, and he comes and park to my right, like 1 space over. It was a pole in between us. The reason why he didn't park really close to me, because there was a pole in between us. And he parked there, and he looked at me, and I'm like, in my mind, the whole parking lot, and you come and park right next to me? So I turned on my lights because I was finna leave. And right when I turned on my lights, he drives away. Same guy, another night. I'm sitting in the shopping center in my van. He comes from in front of me. He's driving, and I saw I wasn't paying attention that it was the same SUV from before. Or was I? I think I was. And he came in front of me, and he parked behind me, the row behind me, right behind me, and turned off his lights. And I said, I said, oh, this is strange. So I immediately turn on my van, I back up and I leave, and I realize this is the same guy that parked next to me at 3 in the morning. And so, yeah, do I believe that he's with Marietta PD? Yeah, I do. I sure do. Yeah, and the other night, I had a woman, same thing, came in here, parked 2 spaces over from me. And then she eventually left. But it just seems strange to me when there's this great big parking lot and someone comes and park right near you. I just find that very strange. So, I've been recording things, but I haven't uploaded it on YouTube. So I did go to, when I was hit by the drunk driver beginning of June, I went to the arraignment beginning of October where they was going to arraign her. And I got a chance to give a victim impact statement. And the couple that was in the car with me the man was the captain of the San Diego Sheriff Department and his girlfriend. They were my riders. So they were there too. They declined to give a statement. And so she asked me if I wanted to give my statement. I'm like, yeah, I do want to give it, because I'm thinking in my head, I've been planning on giving this statement for a while now. And yeah, that's why I'm here. I said, I want her to know what I went through. So when it was time to give my statement, I got up there and I talked in front of everybody. And I did pretty good too. I was proud of myself. I was like, thank you, Joshua. Because I was praying that I speak well. And I did. He spoke through me. But I told what happened. Exactly what happened that night. I told what I went through after my van was totaled. And do you know she started crying? Yeah. At first she was standing there looking at me, but as I continued to talk, when I looked back over, I couldn't see her no more. She had hid behind her lawyer. She hid behind a lawyer. But I did tell her that I forgive her for, doing what she did. But she started crying. So, and when I went and sat down, she, after the judge told her all the things she had to do, which was a lot, she had came and she's crying and she said, I'm so sorry. She apologized to me. So I accepted her apology. But the judge thanked me for giving the victim impact statement. And he said that it was emotional, and he encouraged everyone in the court building to give a victim impact statement. And so I want to say to, anybody that sees this video, if you're hit by a drunk driver, go to the arraignment and give a victim impact statement, because they need to know exactly what happened, and they need to know what you went through. Because there are some times where people drink and drive, and they keep doing it. They have like 3 and 4 and 5 cases of drunk driving. So you need to go and they need to hear what happened, because they might be out of it. They might not know exactly what happened. So you need to go there, you need to tell them what you went through, and maybe that will touch their heart and they won't do it anymore. So I have to end this video. Time go by so fast. I feel like I ain't even say much. But I will talk to you guys in another video. All right, good night.